tell by the title and how excited I am, I managed to get my hands on some of the Fenty Beauty products. I only have 4, but I will probably eventually end up collecting all of it because it's just amazing. I will insert a little section about each product that I got and all the information, all the details, and I will link Harvey Nichols down below as well. Basically, I thought I might as well get the foundation because it's such like a big thing. If you don't know already, Fenty Beauty is basically a makeup line that Rihanna has launched, and she has actually released 40 foundation shades, which is amazing because most makeup companies, no matter how long they've actually been running for, still haven't. Like, they'll do it every few years and add like another 6 or something like that. But the fact she's gone from 0 to 40 is like such a big thing. That I got the foundation, and I actually found it quite difficult to pick my shade online because I've noticed that I think I'm lighter than I actually am. So I've also read that it kind of oxidizes a little bit. So I've tried to go for like a medium kind of shade. And I have plenty of light foundations to mix in with it just in case it is too dark. I also got the lip gloss as well, just because I'm actually really into lip gloss at the moment, and I thought I might as well get it because it's the only lip product she's launched at the moment, so I thought I might as well try it and get it and see what I think of it. And I of course got a couple of highlighters. So I got the Duo highlighter in Mean Honey and Hustler Baby, and I got the one which you've probably seen everywhere, which is the gold one, which is called Trophy Wife. I couldn't resist. I already have a gold-ish highlighter by Makeup Revolution, but it's not as gold as this. The perfect time for me to test out the foundation because my skin is so dry, and I don't know if you can see, I do also have a couple of spots and like red patches and dry patches all over my skin, so I feel like it's a really good time for me to try and see how good it is on eczema prone skin and really dry skin. And if you tend to have flare-ups with your dry skin, this is probably the perfect base to test it on. I know I look very shiny at the moment as well. That is because my skin is very oily from the amount of ointments and creams and steroid creams and things that I've used over the years for my eczema. So I have like the perfect combination of messed up skin to test foundations and concealers and little things like that, I guess. So I didn't get the primer. I just thought there's no point because I already have a load of primers myself. So I'm gonna do like my usual primer base kind of routine. So it has a fair chance at staying on. So I'm going to start off by using the Freedom Pro Studio Priming Water. I just kind of use this so I've got a nice kind of fresh feeling on my face rather than just oil and dryness, I guess. And then I'm going to fill my pores a little bit and cover them up with the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. And then I'm going to prime the rest of my face with the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. So now that my skin is all primed, I'm going to go in with the foundation, and this is the Pro Filter. I'm going to just let that plane go over. So now that I've primed my face, I'm going to go in with the foundation, and this is called the Pro Filter Soft Matte Long Wear Foundation. I got this in the shade 330. Obviously because I bought this online, so I didn't do a shade match test. So I just kind of guessed it, like I usually do anyway. So it says to shake well for use, and honestly, this feels really good quality. Like, it feels heavy, it feels like a high-end product, but it's not really the very high-end, it's like the middle high-end kind of product. Right, I didn't bring a tissue. Here I did. Here. So I'm just going to do a couple of okay, and I'm going to put this on with my brush. I didn't get the brush as well because I thought there's no point. Okay, it looks quite dark, quite orange. We might have to do a little bit of mixing. So I'm going to use, I brought just a spare, just as a backup. I'm going to use the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation in the shade Medium Olive and just drop that on there. Okay, this is definitely too dark. It's fine, we can make it work. Yeah, you can see that's quite dark.
That's good.
So it looks like it is kind of caking over my dry patch here. Yeah, so it's definitely caked over this little area here. Obviously you can't really see it very well. But I have quite a dry patch there at the moment. So I'm then just going to kind of get as much of the product into my sponge and blend it out a little bit better. So looking at it, it has definitely caked over my dry patch. Just here. Also, ignore how disgustingly dirty my beauty blender is. So it feels quite nice on the skin. I feel like the only thing is it has not covered that spot well, or that spot. Other than that, the coverage on like the good parts of my skin is really, really good. I've seen a lot of the people who have tested it do have really good skin anyway, so I knew I probably wouldn't stand a chance, or the foundation wouldn't stand a chance against my skin, but it's looking alright. I've managed to kind of sell it so it looks my skin tone, but I would give it about 2 minutes because it could oxidize, and I'm not too sure how badly that could go. But I'm going to get on with the rest of my makeup. So I'm going to go in with the Bourjois Radiance Reveal Concealer, just to cover up my dark circles and just a couple of them spots there. think I'm then going to just set the rest of my face as well. I'm using the Rimmel Match Perfection powder just to try and give this foundation a little bit of a chance against the oil on my skin. I'm then just going to do my eyes quickly because obviously I didn't get any of the matchsticks to try and do a little bit of eyeshadow with them. So I'm going to do my eyes and then I will be back. So I've just done my eyes, as you can see. I haven't done anything too crazy, but just a quick look back at the foundation. It has definitely matched properly now, even after it's oxidised a little bit. And obviously I did have to mix in the Total Drop foundation, but still after that, even when it oxidised, it's still a good match on and off camera. I'm gonna just kind of zoom in and look a little bit closer at the skin, just to see how it's done with the dry patches and everything. So when I look kind of like around here and on my forehead, because obviously I do blend my forehead in last, there's still like little orange patches just around here. So the foundation does dry quite quickly, so it's more best to do cheek, blend that in, then chin, and then kind of work your way around the face rather than dotting it on like I would usually do. It has clung to the dry skin that I have, like around my nose. There's little flaky bits which it's clung to. When I kind of scrunch my face, like do any real expressions, you can see kind of like the wrinkle, and it looks really wrinkly on the skin. This patch here is still very much dry and like flaky, and you can see the patches and flaky bits of skin on there. Coverage wise, like I said before, on the good parts of my skin, it's really good coverage, and on camera and from a distance, like it doesn't look like there's any flaws at all, which is great. But when you kind of look this kind of distance here or a little bit closer, you can still kind of see the blue undertone in the spot under my skin here and there, so that would like require a lot of colour correcting. But other than that, the foundation, if I could definitely wear it if I had a good skin day, but obviously because my skin is just awful at the moment, this isn't going to be a good foundation for me to wear. I can't really wear a lot of foundation when my skin's like this, but foundations that I do wear don't usually cling to it this much when I first apply it. It's usually throughout the day that it kind of soaks into the dry patches, but this has just clung to it without even like properly blending it in yet. So I'm now going to do a little bit of blush and bronzer, and then I'm going to move on to the highlight. So I'm just going to use the Benefit Hoola bronzer just to bronze slash kind of contour my skin. For blush, I'm just using the Zoeva Luxe Colour blush in He Loves Me Maybe. I'm not going to do too much of this because it's very pink, but just so I have a little bit of colour. So now I'm going to move on to the highlighters. Like I said, I have two, which you've already seen in the swatches. I think I'm going to start off by using the Duo and just kind of see how they look. And then maybe if they just look alright, I'll keep to these. The packaging of this is actually beautiful. Like it's, I don't know, it's just pearlized and it's just beautiful. This has like a half, you can't really see that at all. That's very dark. You just love it when the sun comes out. That will do. So if I can move it a little bit closer. So as you can see, it's got like a kind of medium sort of shimmer and then a really bright highlight. This one to the side that isn't too shimmery could probably be used as like a glowy blush slash highlight. I'm going to use the other one first. I can find my fan brush, where is it here? I'm going to use the Morphe G23 highlighter brush, and I'm going to go into the more shimmery one really lightly. Ooh, tap off some excess and just see. That is beautiful. That is something I would literally just wear on its own without any makeup on. I think I'm going to take that shade down on my nose and on my other little highlight areas. Whoa, that is stunning. This is just not working. Ow, I got sun directly in my eyes then. Like, I'm literally just kind of tapping my finger over the highlighter and it's just beautiful. Like, the pigment is amazing. I'm gonna do some on my brow bone and a little bit on my inner corner. Okay, so that is just stunning. I mean, I would wear that on its own, just on my cheekbones when I haven't got any makeup on, with just like mascara and this, just so I look glowy and just stunning. But I do want to try Trophy Wife, definitely, because I just want to see what it would look like on my skin tone. Like, I've seen it with like more warm toned kind of shades and skin tones, but nothing with like a yellowy undertone. So like the yellow with the yellow, will it work? I don't know. So next I'm going to go on to Trophy Wife, and this is just pure gold. And just see what this looks like. So I'm only going to go into it a little bit because it just seems super pigmented. That is just stunning. Like, it's not too much either. So next I'm going to move on to the lip gloss, and this is called Fenty Glow. And like, oh, why do I keep dropping stuff today? Even like the packaging just looks fancy and just beautiful, and the shade is gorgeous. Looks like, I wonder how big the, oh, that is a good brush as well. Oh my god. It smells really good. It smells like sweets. Don't know what kind of sweets, but it smells like a good sweet. This is good because it's still giving me a little bit of colour. It's not just like a clear gloss. This is beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. Like, I'm glowing. Why did she not release this right at the beginning of summer? So my final thoughts are, the foundation is good, I like it, but only on like a really good skin day for me. The highlighters are just beautiful. I'm definitely going to be getting some more of these, and I'm definitely going to want to try some of the matchsticks as well. The gloss is just amazing. Like, it feels really nice on my lips as well. Like, it's not sticky, it's smooth, and it feels quite moisturising. Can the sun like stop coming out, please? Like, I know I'm using you for natural light. Thank you. Mother Nature just listened to me. So the gloss, and it's like a really good nude shade for my skin tone as well, and it has just the right amount of gloss to it. I'm just in love with this whole look, and it's definitely got the whole Rihanna glowy look to it. So overall, I love the collection, and I'm definitely going to be getting some more of it. And that is everything that I had to talk about and show you today. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and other than that, I will see you in my next video. Bye!